All right, man. Listen, I was waiting for you to show up with the pie, man. It's a code. They call it pie. And
That's right, for sure. We're changing the culture out here. Now we got everybody calling it pie. It's definitely pie. Pizza is pie.
how are y'all such pizza snobs from New York?
Man, it's crazy. Like, so for one thing, if you grow up anywhere near the city and you go in the city for pizza, there's just so many options. So the way I see it is like people just find their spot and then they're just die hard, like, this is the place. And then someone else has their spot and they're like, no, this is the place. And it's like, you just start, no, you gotta go here, you gotta go here. And when I was growing up, like my grandmother lived in Manhattan. And so we go in all the time. My parents are from the Upper West Side. I didn't grow up very far from the city, so we were in and out all the time. So my dad always thought he knew the best place, you know? And back in the day, like the late 80s, early 90s, it was Ray's Pizza. That was like the place.
Yeah.
And there was always, everybody knew where the original Ray's was. There's like 8,000 Ray's in New York City. No, they're all different, but no one knew, you know, which one was the original Ray's. So that was like, you know, the first like pizza pilgrimage that I was kind of part of as a kid. It was like, you got to find that spot. But then now it's like, there's a bunch of places doing a lot of different things, similar but different. So everybody's got their favorite style, their favorite restaurant, sometimes their favorite like influencer. If it's
I
their
just
favorite
feel like
person.
beneath you now compared to the pizza you have. Like
No,
New York
man.
is like the pinnacle of pizza. We got like pizza oven. Like we're used to that. But once you have pizza outside, like in New York, you're like, oh yeah, I see what the hype is about, man. Like I see what's going on here.
It's crazy. Well, one of the cool things about New York is like the city's so big, but pizza's so everywhere, you know, like you have to be pretty good to survive. I mean, any business in New York City is going to go under if you're not doing something special or you're not serving your customer base. But so the nice thing is if you go to New York City, anywhere you're going to eat, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be like acceptable pizza. And then you kind of just go up from there. And then, you know, right now there's like spots in Brooklyn that are just out of this world, Lower East Side, a bunch of other spots. I mean, it's just...
What borough has the best pizza?
Man, I mean, right now...
I'm going to have all my friends in New York watching it now, so make sure you get it right.
I got to tell you, right now, it's hard to argue with Brooklyn having some of the best pizza in the world.
And my homies is from Brooklyn, so they're like, yeah, he's right.
So, I mean, L'Industrie Pizza is in Brooklyn. L'Industrie is probably the best or the most well-known New York style pizza in the world right now. They're doing some incredible things. I've always been partial to Scar's Pizza, which is on the Lower East Side. They had this little spot for years that Scar made into like a rec room, had like the panel walls, had a poster of the movie Belly, you know Belly?
Oh, of course,
Dude,
man.
They were serving slices and pies and doing like Henny coladas. Like the dude ruled.
What?
Scar is the man. Like he was like one of my...
We need to bring all these places to Canton.
Right? So Scar was like one of my big pizza influences. I just thought he's a dude that not only could he make great pizza, but he kind of infused his personality into his restaurant. So like when I was starting, even in the back of my mind, I was like, how do I get a little bit of my personality and like sort of a bit of like, I'm inviting you into my space when people come in to eat pizza. Like, how can I get that to happen? And that's always on sort of top of mind for me. And I like that because I feel like it really connects with the customer, and not only is the pizza good, but you also get that sense like, oh, I know the guy who made it. And that's another thing about New York. It's like a lot of the places that are really well known. I mean, the guys that for me are like on the Mount Rushmore of pizza making, they're in their shops like every day. So you go in, you see them, they talk to you. No, it's crazy. I mean, it's a grind, but it's totally worth it. And it's like a real labor of love.
If you could eat one slice for the rest of your life, what would that one slice be? What kind?
Ooh. I mean, for me, it's like straight pepperoni. That's definitely going to be the topping. But I'm going to say, you know, I'm probably going to have to go with the pepperoni pizza at Scar's Pizza on the Lower East Side. It's just perfect. And what's crazy is that dude, not only is he making phenomenal pizza, but he mills his own flour in-house. So it's like all organic tomatoes. He like goes above and beyond. And a lot of people don't know that. Like he doesn't fully advertise that, but it makes for a phenomenal pizza. It's incredible.
What about you, Zach?
What, local pizza spot around here?
Or like if you could eat one slice of pizza from the rest of your life.
I don't even know if there's not even a place by us that sells by the slice for the most part. Sbarro. No, I'm just kidding.
Sbarro. Don't disrespect him like that. Sbarro. Is Sbarro's good? Is that a big thing in New York?
No, I mean, it's everywhere in New York, but it's like, it's okay. It's acceptable.
It's edible. Yeah.
It's edible.
It's edible.
That's not my answer, though. I'd say probably Giannino's or Marco's or something like that. Just because those are our local spots that we know of. Like, but I could always...
But one slice, like what flavor? Like pepperoni?
Yeah, give me straight pepperoni, banana peppers.
I love banana peppers on pizza.
Love some banana peppers on pizza.
Everybody loves banana peppers out here. That's the thing I found out.
Pizza shop owner of pineapple on pizza.
So I'm pretty anti-pineapple on pizza. In fact, I have a customer.
I was just gonna ask you, what's the most disrespectful topping you can put on the pizza?
It's not the most disrespectful.
I would say it's not the most disrespectful. It's not for me.
What
I don't
is-
know what is. Jeez, I don't know.
Anchovies. You know, people put anchovies on.
You know, to me, it's like pineapple.
You like anchovies on your pizza?
It's not bad, but it's like, to me,
What?
at least it's like a classic topping. Like that's an acceptable classic topping. Even pineapple is like, it's a known combo. To me, it's like the weird ones are when you go to a place and it's like they're using something way out of left field, or they're trying a special.
Cut up Twix bars. Or
Just something nuts. Yeah, it's like occasionally
Putting
just like,
candy
that's not-
on pizza.
Yeah, it's
What's
like,
that
that's not
topping
pizza.
for you though?
Get
Like,
outta here.
have you ever seen that? Like, what's when you were like, I'm never touching
Man.
that.
I mean, for like, well, I would say, I don't know about if there's anything I wouldn't try, but at my shop, we have some sort of like hard and fast rules that like we make everybody adhere to, which is kind of crazy. But like, we don't put pineapple on any pizza. We don't have ranch. So like people ask for ranch all the time. It's like,
That's
we don't got
super
ranch.
Midwest.
Don't do it. So it's like, that might be the thing. So it's not exactly a topping, but like I'm anti-ranch on pizza.
Oh man, you about to
like
get a whole bunch of like dislikes
I know,
on this
man.
episode.
Hey, I know it. Like I put myself out there, but
That's super Ohio though. Really?
But so what we do at Mike's is we make an in-house sauce called lemon ricotta. That's the base of our white pies, and then also we do it as a dipping sauce. So anybody that comes in is like, hey, I'm looking for ranch. We're like, yo, check this out. We make it in-house every day. It's delicious, and so we've been converting people slowly. It's been pretty cool.
So that's like that like ties into like I was going to ask you what's the most controversial opinion. I know so many people who have ranch as normal with their pizza, and I didn't. And you like anti like nah, we ain't doing
Some
that.
people ranch on too much.
That's the thing. It's like they'll put so much ranch on. It's like it's like
Yeah, I don't like
the
too
pizza's
much.
just a vehicle for ranch. Like that ain't for me. You know, it's like I want you to be able to taste what I got going on. If you bring a pizza home and you put ranch on yourself, have at it. But it's like
I've
I
seen
want you
people
to
put
try
hot
this.
sauce on pizza.
I don't mind hot sauce on pizza occasionally, but again, it's like not something I'll order. It's something I'll have later. Actually, the
Crushed
move.
red pepper guy.
Crushed red pepper is delicious.
Yeah.
The move is a cold slice of New York pizza, cold slice with a little bit of hot sauce on it. It's nice.
What's your favorite thing about Canton that someone from out of town wouldn't expect?
I like the fact that like it is a real community here.
Yeah.
Like it's a small to mid-sized city, but everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows where the cool spots are, and there's that Midwest vibe of like people are happy to help you. They're happy to point you in the right direction if you're looking for something or you want to go do something. I like the fact that being a new business owner, the business owners that I've gotten to meet, there's very little. It feels like there's very little gatekeeping and there's very little competition in the classic sense of like, I don't want you to get ahead because I'm trying to get ahead.
Right.
It's a lot of like, let's change the culture so that we get more people, more eyes on downtown, whether that be the art scene or the restaurant scene or whatever. And it's like, it's a little more of a collaboration, which is cool. Because now I get to meet all these other like young entrepreneurial people and kind of just like talk in the same breath of like, hey, I'm from out of town. I have these ideas of what a city is or what a place could be. And there's a lot of like shared ideas and shared excitement about Canton. So I dig that a lot.
If your pizza could be in any movie or any TV show, what would be the one movie where you'd be like, yeah, Mike's Pizza's out of here because it was in...
Like when they open the box, you see the logo.
Yeah.
Mike's Pizza, Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Crap. It's like, for me, I would think of like an old movie as opposed to a new movie. Forrest Gump. No, I'm talking like...
Hey, Forrest Gump is the ultimate cosign right there.
Everyone's seen it.
That's true.
What movie would that be for you? Or,
I think it'd be like Goodfellas, like the scene where they go to Joe Pesci's mother's house when the dude's in the back of the truck. If they just whip out a Mike's Pizza right in the middle of the night, it's like
franchise
yo,
right there.
that's where
Being
it's
there.
at. You kidding
That'd be
me?
the ultimate cosign.
Made in the shade after that.
Goodfellas, there was a spot in Athens I went to school at OU. A spot called Goodfellas that people just love.
Oh, nice.
Like it was called Goodfellas. Then there's like one slice in Columbus. There's so many different places that have pizza. So if Canton had an official pizza style, what would it be?
Ooh. Well,
You could say Mike's Pizza.
I was going to say, so for one, like when I think of New York style pizza,
Yeah.
which is what we make for the most part, it's like, it's usually pretty thin and foldable and crispy. And so when I was developing the pizza for here, I felt like the palate was a little bit more dough, a little bit more of a crust. So our pizza is like somewhere in the middle. It's not super, super thin, but it's definitely thinner than most of the places you're gonna find out here. And to me, it's like that actually was adapted in a way to like the Canton palate. It's like, it's not so far away from what you're used to. It's still got a little bit of heft to it. But yeah, definitely a little bit different than, you know, your pizza ovens and your chains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would say like we're doing something a little bit unique. So why not?
You got
Why
to
not
put
make
ranch in the canned pizza. 'Cause it's-
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What about you? Any questions from Zach?
So I did notice in your bio it said you were born in Chile, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you remember anything growing up in that time, or when did you?
I don't. So yes, I was born in Chile, and then I was adopted actually at like 3 months. So it's crazy. This is actually, to me, like the thing that I think defines kind of like, not like my brand, but like kind of where I come from. It's like I was born in Chile. I was adopted by Irish Catholic woman and Cuban Puerto Rican man in New York. You know, they both grew up in the West Side. They got together. So I got this big Irish Catholic family. And then my dad and I have like a little bit of link to our Hispanic heritage, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm an immigrant raised by immigrants in a city of immigrants. You know, it's like I go in there. We go to New York all the time. When I was a kid, I'm exposed to all these different kinds of foods, all this different culture. And like, it really formed the kind of idea I have of what like America is essentially.
Yeah.
And so I'm a non-Italian dude making Italian-American food in the Midwest now. It's like, it's wild to me. And
Yeah,
I'm
when you
able to
sent
have
your bio and it said Chile, I was like, this man make this pizza. I thought,
Crazy,
I
right?
thought you had some Italian background.
Nah, man. No, I mean, that's the thing. It's like the East Coast, especially around New York City, but also like Philly and some of the other cities, it's like you just get such an education in foods from all over the place.
Yeah.
And people just have their favorites, and it's not exactly, you know, by culture. It's just for everybody, and it's dope. And so pizza in New York is just one of those things. It's like ubiquitous. It's everywhere. You know, people want New York pizza. So from every walk of life, people come and they eat. And a lot of times in your like standard New York pizzeria, the owner might be Italian, the owner might be African American, the owner might be Hispanic like me. Most of the time, the cooks are going to be a huge mix of backgrounds and ages and all kinds of stuff, you know. And I think what's really cool about specifically New York style pizza is it's definitely not Italian. It is like Italian American, and then it has been adopted by these lovers of pizza, which I would consider that's kind of my approach to it. I just was a huge lover of pizza. I knew what I wanted when I was developing my pizza. I knew what I wanted it to taste like. And it was just trial and error until I got to like, yep, that's exactly what I'm remembering from when I was young. And that's what I want to make for people.
If you weren't doing pizza, what would your like alternate career be?
I don't know, man. Like I went to college to be a filmmaker, actually.
Really?
So I have a film degree. Got out of school, was trying to make that work. Wasn't happening. It was like right at the height of the recession. But then actually, aside from running the pizza shop, I actually have another job. So I also work in the oil and gas industry.
Okay.
So I do oil and gas negotiating for an energy company. I've been doing that for like 13 years, 15 years. But like for me, it's always like I like doing a thing that I think I'm good at. So like I'm good at my day job. You know, I've been doing it for a long time, and I get to meet people and talk to people, and that's for sure like something I enjoy. But then I always had sort of like a creative side. Like I wanted to do something with my hands. I wanted to make something, and pizza just was the thing that not only could I do it, but when I really got into it, I just like went down the rabbit hole. I wanted to know everything I could. I was learning a ton. I'm still learning. Like we tweak a lot of what we do weekly just to try to make it better, try to see what happens if we do a little something different with the dough, a little something different with the toppings, that kind of thing. So, you know, I get my creative outlet on my business side, and I get to take care of my family and kind of have something more stable on the day job side. And I kind of love that the juxtaposition together.
See, I knew this was going to be a fun episode because some people think they know pizza, but we're talking to someone who has made a career out of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Who has really turned into something. I'm excited to talk with you. Real quick, where can they follow you at? Like, where's your social media? How can they get in touch with Mike's Pizza?
Yeah, so my favorite platform to follow us on is going to be Instagram. So we're at Mike's Pizza Canton. That's where most of our updates come as soon as possible. So like last night, for example, we sold out a pizza at like 7:00. We sold out super early. We got hit real hard. It was great.
Catch y'all, man. You're always selling out.
It's tons of fun. But on Instagram, we're going to tell you exactly when that happens. You get live updates, that kind of thing. We use Facebook as well, Mike's Pizza Canton. But yeah, that's going to be the easiest place to find us. We don't do TikTok right now. I think I'm too old. That's what I've decided. I was like, one of my employees, I employ a couple of high school kids, and one of them was like, "Yo, do you want to get on TikTok and do a TikTok dance?" I thought about it for a second. I was like,
Nah.
I'm almost 40, man. My knees are gonna be.
Yeah,
upset with
you
me.
gotta learn them all. You only
That's
know how
cool.
to
But
do
you guys
it.
can dance. Let's go. I'll
Got
get the
you.
dancing to you guys.
All right. Michael Zach, where can they follow you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at zworthy68 or Facebook Zach Worthy.
All right, Jeremy's not here, but his Ginger Ninja underscore, I think it's Ginger underscore Ninja for Jeremy. Jéan P the MC, JEANPTHEMC. SWYM podcast on Instagram. Make sure you follow and subscribe. YouTube.com/Jéan P the MC. Watch the show, watch the episode. So, Mike, you gonna stick around with us for a minute?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Jéan P the MC, episode 190. Say what you mean, Mike's Pizza. Peace.
Peace.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. From the northwest to the northeast, say my name once and they know it's me. Southeast to the southwest, no arguments. Yeah, I got next. Jéan
Episode
P.
190 of the Say What You Mean podcast. Jéan P the MC,
One, two.
Mike's Pizza in the house. What
Let me talk my shit.
We find out we brothers, man, because I expressed to him how much I love New York. I was able to let him know that. We got to go together, man.
That'd be dope. I'll show you all around the cool spots.
Listen, I've been 3 times and feel like I'm from there now.
Right?
I love New York City,
Oh
man.
man, they'll welcome you with open arms. You wanna have a good time? That's a good place to do it.
Listen, we got to turn your spot into like a authentic New York.
I'm trying.
Make it feel like it's really there, like Do the Right Thing. We was talking about Do the Right Thing and the
Yes.
pizza and all these references, man. Like, you really got to experience like New York in different eras. Like you mentioned, like the 90s.
Yep.
You got to really see it. You said $5 really got you a meal.
Yeah, man. Like $5 used to get you 2 slices and a fountain drink.
Not about now.
Not now. No.
No, $5 might get you one pepperoni.
I think
Yeah.
$17.95 now.
It's wild.
Yeah, man. So episode 190, Say What You Mean podcast. Also want to shout out my man Joey H. We both made the Bandcamp charts. Joey H has the number 2 vinyl in Ohio for hip hop sales. I'm sorry, it was the Ohio vinyl sales for hip hop. I'm number 4.
Heck yeah, man.
So I had to shout that out, man. I had to bring in the vinyl designed by Miss Ashley Palmer. She did this, man. This is really dope. Like, I respect that independent hustle, what you doing, but it means even more like being an artist and having the number 4 top selling hip hop vinyl in Ohio. Holding this thing, man. So it's not a slice of pizza. It ain't my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pretend, man.
Nah,
But
that's dope,
nah,
man. That's
I'm proud of this, man. So shout out to my man Joey H, number 2 spot. Y'all know how we give it up. It's sponsor time here on the podcast. Got to pay some bills. First sponsor being the Hub Art Factory. Shout out to Tim Carmody. What you think of this space, Mike?
Oh, I love this place. Yeah, we're here first Fridays. If I can get out of the shop, I'm down here.
Yeah.
Tim's a great guy. I love what he's doing down here.
Shout out to Tim, man. Great spot. Love the Hub, man. I love when everybody just looks around and like, man, how do they put this on the top? They always question that. And our next sponsor is George Financial Services, father and son team with 35 years of combined experience, dedicated to helping everyday people. They have $30 million in assets under advisements and are growing. If you'd like to talk with them, learn more, search and Google George Financial Services, Canton, Ohio, and book a complimentary call. Now, RTP Sports, the realest betting group in Ohio. If the game is on, we're betting. Welcome to RTP Sports, #1 sports betting group chat in Ohio, where real players link up, drop heat, and run up the bag together. Zach, I know you made some money at that Ohio State-Michigan game.
I didn't make any money yesterday. I was in the middle of something, but last week I made a smooth 675.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Ryan,
Good
you
weekend.
bet, Mike? You gambling?
I used to gamble like in person. I was a big fan of Atlantic City when I lived on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, of
I don't
course.
get into the sports betting because I feel like for me it's probably a slippery slope.
You from New York, man. You probably had the dice in your hand. You probably was out.
Sometimes. But no, my thing was poker back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play.
I grew up. I was like coming of age, formative years, like during the Texas Hold'em poker boom.
Okay.
So I was doing a lot of that.
Yeah, so if y'all bet, man, RTP Sports, man, hit up, let me see, DTP Will on Instagram and get your bet on. So, Mike, let's start from the top, man. I know we talked about your early beginnings, but I want to ask you, like, what kind of, like, inspires your passion for pizza? Like, what your earliest memory?
So, I mean, for me, it's like I was just a fan. I mean, so growing up in New York, you're getting pizza. Like, so the town I grew up in was like 5,000 people. We had like 4 pizzerias. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like what we were talking about before. If you're a pizzeria in New York, you kind of have to be pretty decent because you're just not going to make it. There's a lot of other options. So for me, it was just eating pizza in my hometown and then going in and out of the city with my parents as a kid and eating some of the best spots that have been around forever. Like John's Pizza has been there for, 80 years or something. And John's at Bleecker has been there forever. There's just all these real staple spots that my parents would take me to. And I mean, I was just fascinated. The pizza itself is part of it. So like the food, the way it's prepared, the way it tastes, like the whole sort of, the whole kind of like meditation of making the dough first, topping it, doing the whole thing. That's its own thing. But honestly, like, I think the first time I thought to myself, like, this would be cool to own a spot is like sitting in a pizzeria in the city and just seeing the people coming in, the interactions with like the person that's making the pizza, which may not be the owner, just somebody that's working there making pizza all day. They know the guys that are coming in. They know them by first name. Like, it's really that community thing that it really struck me, even young, of just like, in my head, I'm like, there's all these service jobs and desk jobs where like nobody knows who you are. You don't get to interact with people outside of your, workplace. And then as I grew up, I had a bunch of those jobs and like, but you go into a bustling restaurant, but especially like a pizzeria, it is fun. It's got a life to it. It's like everybody's moving, everybody's working, but the community's coming in. They're giving you props. They're dabbing you up. They're like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's the special? What's this? Like, there's always good conversation happening. People meet up and like, catch up over a pie for hours. And that kind of stuff to me was really, really attractive. Like, I think that's really cool to be sort of like a hub for the social fabric within a city. I think that's dope.
So what made you make the move to Canton in 2012 and say, man, I got to make this myself? Like, what inspired that?
So I moved here originally for work. So as I said before, I'm in the oil and gas industry as well. So I came here when my whole oil and gas crew moved here from upstate New York. We were working in Pennsylvania at the time. They asked, hey, does anybody want to go out to Ohio? And then, funny aside, when I was growing up, my dad, his best friend's wife is from Sandusky. And so, I don't know, maybe when I was about 9 or 10, we started doing summers up in Cedar Point. So like we would drive from New York to Cedar Point. It was awesome. And like I would come back to New York and be like, yo, you guys have no idea Ohio is the shit. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like my friends would be like, Ohio? What are you going to Ohio? Like what are your summer plans? Like, oh, we're going to the beach. We're going to North Carolina. We're going here. It's like, I'm going to Ohio. And they're like, what are you talking about?
I'm going to Cedar Point.
We would do that all the time. And I just loved it out here. Like it's as corny as it is, like there were times where we would drive through and there was one time we blew a tire and we pulled over. We went to this place. We didn't have that much money. The dude that owned the shop was just like, yo, I got like some used tires in the back. I'll just throw one on for free. Don't even worry about it. I know you guys are on vacation. Like, we don't want nicest people in the world. That kind of stuff happened a couple times where people are just super nice.
That ain't happening in New York.
No, exactly. So it's like people in, I always
like,
think
forget about it. You got to pay for these.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, it's like New York people are nice, but they're not nice. They're not leading with nice.
Yeah.
They're leading with like, how are you trying to screw me before I screw you? And then if they get to know you, it's like, cool, it's cool. But here it was like the trust and like that open hand of that gesture of trying to help someone out really, really stuck with me. So when my company was like, hey, anybody want to go out to Ohio? We're just relocating people if you want to go. I talked to my wife. I was like, yeah, I think this would be pretty cool. It's not that far from where I used to go on vacation. Yeah. It's like, I like it out there. So we came here and yeah, we've been here ever since and it's been awesome.
How did industry research and the pizza making firm help you refine your dough and sauce?
Yeah, so actually, it's kind of a well-known resource for up-and-coming pizza makers is the pizzaforum.com, which is just like a message board for pizza making. And what's cool is like industry professionals are on there and they'll help you. So there's people that you ask a question, either it's been asked a million times before and someone will point you in the right direction, or someone who is doing that thing or knows a lot about that thing will reach out to you or message on that board and they'll just start talking about dough recipes or equipment or temperature or time or things that you can start playing with when you're new at it. And so that was one of the major resources for me starting out, because I not only had, before I started Mike's Pizza, I had never worked in a restaurant, let alone owned a restaurant. So I've always been like a home cook.
So the food industry was like new for you as well.
Totally new.
Yeah.
And like, I knew it was going to be like drinking from a fire hose to start with, a lot of learning, but I really wanted to keep it sort of small and almost like an artistic endeavor. Like I got my day job, that's going well. So I want to do this thing and like give a piece of me out to the public. So in working through like the pizza making forums and also books and stuff, I was just trying a lot of stuff, trying a lot of different recipes, a lot of different fermentation times, a lot of different toppings, stuff like that, cook times. And then I just finally landed on something for me that was just familiar. So like I always tell people are like, well, what's your like background in pizza making? What makes you a professional? Nothing more than that. I've eaten a lot of pizza and I know what I like.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like the artistic portion of what I'm trying to do is similar in that way to other artistic endeavors, in that most people, I think if you're creative, you either are trusting your own taste or someone told you shouldn't. And I think like most of the time you should just trust your own taste. Like if you like a thing, you're probably not the only one. And if you're working at something and then you get to some place where you're like, you know what? I like this for me. Try it out with someone else and see if it goes, see if someone else is like on that same page with you. And like for me, at least, I just think I got lucky in that people are coming along on this journey with me. And like Ryan Miller was the first person to do that with me. And he was like, this is actually good. It's like, heck yeah.
How did you and Ryan link up?
So I was making pizza for about 2 years at home, just trying a lot of stuff. And like I said, I got it to a place where I thought this is pretty good. This is a good place to start. So what I was thinking of doing was starting like a food truck or some sort of mobile operation. And Walkie Talkie Coffee had just opened back in, I think it was 2018. And Ryan was helping them out. I think he was a partner at first. And then for their grand opening, he was selling like pastries and stuff outside. I was going anyway, and I saw him, and I was like, oh, this would be a perfect person to ask about like the health department and how you can do outside food and like what I would need to do. So I just struck up a conversation just out of nowhere. I was like, hey man, I know the Deli, I know your spot. It's like one of my favorite lunch spots. I'm Mike. Let's talk. I'm into pizza. Pretty quickly, we like felt like we were on the same page.
Ryan's
definitely
a good dude,
kindred
man.
spirits.
Good brother.
Oh yeah, and I am one of many people that Ryan has helped. He's an excellent guy. But when I told him what I wanted to do, he was like, I like pizza. Like, how about we link up? He's like, you make me a pizza and we'll talk. And so basically I made him some pizza from my house. He liked it. We started developing a little bit of a business plan together. And then ultimately we ended up getting a lot of our shared friends together at my place. And I did basically like a pizza barbecue. I have a professional pizza oven at home. So I made a bunch of pizza for everybody, gave them all comment cards. I was like, be super critical. Tell me everything that you would want, everything that's not right, everything that was good, everything that was bad. And after that, I mean, most of the people were super supportive. We really got a good idea of how we wanted to go forward. And then our first sort of public offering was a pop-up at Walkie Talkie one night. And we had like a line from the front of the building to the street. We were trying to serve slices. We were on this tiny oven. It was a little bit of a debacle, but it was perfect because I had never been under pressure in that way to make food. And so kind of having that happen the first go round, having Ryan kind of be like, all right, this is how it is. Like, this is a rush. This is where, you're just gonna have to put your head down and really go and go. Yeah. So we were able to kind of develop that working relationship really quickly, which was really nice. And then he was generous enough to offer up his spot at the Deli for when they were closed. We just did a pop-up there. So I would do 40 pizzas a month for 5 years, where the only way you could get one is if you knew the code or knew the link to get on a list.
Wow.
And I would release that list of signups for 40
You know how
pizzas.
good the pizza has to be for that exclusive. Like,
That was a cool thing. I didn't know if it was going to work. And so at first, like, I think the first couple pop-ups, we always sold out, but like it took like a week or two. I would put up the sign up for like a week or 2 weeks in advance. So the first couple pop-ups we'd sell out, but it was kind of word of mouth. It was Ryan's friends like, hey, you know us, like Ryan knows good food. I'm telling you, this is good. Try it out. It got around, but within like a month, or no, I would say within like 3 or 4 pop-ups, so 4 months, we started selling out within like a minute. So I would put up on my Instagram, so the shop was basically run through Instagram, and then pop-ups would take place at the deli. So I'd say, hey, we're doing a pop-up on this date, and then I'm going to open up reservations for 40 pizzas on this date at noon. And I'd say like exactly when it was coming. I'd set a timer and then open up the reservations and then just watch within like a minute, everything would be sold out. So I did that for 5 years. And then within like doing that every month, people were just like, when are you going to go full time? When are you going to go full time? This stuff is great, but I'm tired of having to wait. I'm tired of having to fight people to get it. And then people weren't telling their friends because they wanted it themselves.
That's what I was hearing. Like I would hear people talk about how exclusive it was to get the pizzas, but also how good they were. Did you expect this to take off the way it did?
No, man. I was just as surprised as everybody else. I was super pumped. I mean, when we were doing the pop-up, it was just me and Ryan. There was nobody else we had no employees. Nobody worked for us. So I did all the prep work myself. And then Ryan was like my expo guy. He'd be up front giving out pizzas, taking orders, like making sure everything was okay. But I was making them, topping them, baking them, putting them all out. And so I just thought this would be a great way for me to get my feet under me, do a little bit of everything in the shop so that if it takes off or if I can make it work to a full-time business, I'll have a good sort of education.
Yeah.
But pretty quickly it got like wildly popular, which was awesome, but totally beyond my expectations.
So how does being next to the Deli, Ohio and the Woodshop Brewery influence the vibe in the crowd?
Well, like I said before, one of the really nice things about being in that building is that Ryan has created such a healthy fan base of people that come to the deli every day, or that come, enough to where, he knows their faces, he knows their names, he knows who they are in the community. And pretty quickly, even through the pop-up days of Mike's Pizza, we were able to get a lot of that audience in because, like I said, they just trust Ryan that he knows good food. So, I think I owe him a lot because he kind of put his reputation out there to say like, this is good pizza. And then luckily everybody, a lot of people agreed. So having that shared community within that building now of Deli, Mike's Pizza, and Woodshop, we get to see a lot of the same folks and a lot of the same faces, and it really does create a pretty cool like family vibe. Like you're on, I like to think like if I see my regulars that are there every week, it's like you're in the cool club, It's like, you know me, I know you. It's like you're telling people. Tons of people come in all the time. Like, it's my first time, but so-and-so told me to come. I love that. Like that rules.
How do you view your role in Canton's growing food landscape?
I mean, like we said before, one of the things that to me is really important is that, our cheapest pie is $16, and it's not, it's definitely expensive for pizza, but it's not expensive for a meal that's going to feed a whole family. It's a 16-inch pie. It's 8 slices. It's a lot of food. So to me, it's like, I like the fact that we can make a product that sort of all walks of life can afford, that we're able to feed a large group. And it's something that people typically gather around for. Like, we don't sell slices, we sell just pies. So doing that, you're putting that on a dinner table for your family, you're eating it inside on a date or with a group of people. It's a real community sort of food, which I think is fun. And it's like that sort of vibe spills over into the entirety of the business and the entirety of like what we like the dining room to feel like. People hang out and they stay, and having the wood shop in there is great too, because then people get to have drinks and stay a little longer. And, there's a lot of laughter that happens over our food and in our dining room. And I don't know, that kind of thing definitely keeps me energized to continue to try to make a dent in the food space here in Canton.
Okay, Zach, you got any questions?
What was the hardest part about opening a business in Canton, Ohio? Is there a lot of hoops to jump through in Canton with like permitting and all that good stuff?
I mean, there is, I would say, at least from my perspective, it feels like it's a little easier here than some of the places I was more familiar with back on the East Coast. I mean, it's a smaller market, a little less competition, and also kind of like I said before, the community, regardless of sort of the bureaucracy of starting a business, is pretty open to trying to get people in to do new things. Like, that's actually one of the things that really impressed me about here. It's like, I always say, like, you get a new business in Canton, everyone's going to try it once.
Right.
Like almost every, like, and I think that's a spillover. At least it seems to me, as someone that's not.
You ain't
here,
lying. Yeah.
It seems like it's a spillover from having a lot of corporate food and a lot of corporate things to do for a long time. Like Belden Village is a lot of chains and a lot of big names. So when you're a small fish and you're starting a small business, I feel like the folks around here, especially in a certain age, like my age and younger, they're like, cool, I'm going to try that out because I just want something different, you know? And if you're good, they'll continue to come. And if it's not good, you know, maybe it doesn't work out, but at least you get that first initial, like, we're going to give you a shot. That doesn't happen everywhere. I don't think
it doesn't.
So
We get a shot in Canton.
you do. Yeah. I mean, and now that I live here, I feel the same way. It's like if something new opens and someone says, hey, you should check that place out. I'm there. And not only am I there, but I am hoping that I love it.
Right.
Like there's some places that open where you're just like, that's pretentious, that's stupid. Like in big cities, you're like, why? You know, something like trendy, like some food trend that you're like, this is stupid. But here it feels like if you're in this community and you're trying to make a business happen, you're trying to make something happen, it's like you're part of the fabric of this community. All the money that the public is spending is going to support someone's livelihood and their family. And that there's something nice about that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's such a tight-knit community. There's a lot of spillover of like people's actual lives. So you get to know people a little bit more. Whereas like if you're in a big market, you know, you just know that person as the business owner, but you don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you can get a little more personal here. It's cool.
One last question on the break. What's been the most rewarding part of building a loyal following here in Canton?
Most rewarding. Well, you know, I love the fact that we are different, meaning like the pizza that we serve is not familiar to a lot of people here. So it's really nice when we get to sort of hear from local folks that are like, oh, this has become my new favorite spot. Like that's dope because we really, I feel like in that way we're starting from ground zero and working our way up. But on the flip side of that, nothing makes me happier than when some ex-East Coast person from like Jersey, New York, Philadelphia comes in and they're like, I get this occasionally and it's my favorite thing. They're like, I have been looking for pizza like this since I moved.
Yeah.
Like nothing makes
They
me
miss
happier.
it, yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, like that means, and like, not to put down anybody that lives here, but it's like the people that know New York style pizza, and they're like, this is really good. That makes me feel like, all right, I'm doing it right. Like I'm on the right path. You know, it's like, I know I like it.
The moment you crack the recipe, you're like, yeah, I got it. Like,
yeah. And it's like, and again, it's like we still tweak all the time just to try to make it better and better and better. But now that I sort of have our foundation under us, it's really cool to get to see that build up. People are like, this is the best. That and also kids. Like for me, I remember being a kid in New York, going to pizzerias when I was super, super young, and like having those be some of my favorite childhood food memories, like with my parents or with groups. So like when I see parents in with their kid and they'll be like, this is his favorite pizza, or her favorite pizza, or this is their first pizza. It's like, that is wild to me. Like that still is wild to me. Like that's going to be your first pizza memory. My pizza, get out of here. That's crazy.
My first memory was like Pizza Hut. We had to read.
Dude, Pizza Hut used to be awesome.
Right, what I'm saying.
Yo, for sure.
We were just talking about that. I ain't want to offend you because you from New York.
Man,
You got that
Pizza
real
Hut
authentic.
rules.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut rules. Pizza back in the day, like Pizza Hut. So one of the things is Pizza Hut used to use butter in their dough back in the day, like real butter.
That was the secret.
And it was super good. It'd be really crispy, really delicious. And then, you know, corporations, they just started making everything cheaper. Butter's expensive, so
These are bringing
ingredients
pizza to your
got
table.
crappier. And now it's just okay.
They used to bring it to your table.
Yeah,
Like it was
man.
like the salad bar,
Salad bar,
pizza
Book
bar.
It. Remember Book It? You read and they give you a free personal pan pizza.
Back when you
It's
go to the Cavs games for free, damn near, but that was sorry Cavs. Like back when Big Z was playing before LeBron, back when Zajunas Ilgauskas was playing, he was the star. So
there was nothing ever wrong with Pizza Hut for back in the day.
No,
it was
back in
always
the day
good.
it was great. Their breadsticks still slap. Mm-hmm. They're awesome.
listen, so here's what I want to do, man. I want to take a break.
Yeah.
Do a section called Peace, Positive Point, where I say a quote that means something, you do, and so does Zach. And we'll get out of here and maybe we'll go find us some pizza.
Yeah, man.
All right. Jéan P the MC, episode 190. Mike's Pizza. Say what you mean. We'll be back. Peace.
Peace.
episode 190 of the Say What You Mean podcast. Jéan P the MC, Mike's Pizza. I gotta dap you up, man. Thank you for coming on the
course,
show.
man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it.
My New York homie now, man. We gotta go
dude.
back, man. Now I really feel like I had to talk to somebody who was there because I felt the love when I was there. I love New York, man.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, come into the shop. We'll fucking hang out.
And we gotta go to Mike's too, man.
Yeah, dude.
Good to hear what you're doing, man. You buzzing around the city, man, with this pizza, man. You got
Thanks,
the streets buzzing.
It's crazy. Like I said before, man, I don't get to see it. I'm there. I'm like in it. I'm in the shop all the time. It's cool to see the people that are in and out. And if people are liking what we're doing, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, man. You doing it, man.
Can you drop your hours?
Yeah, so
Yeah, please.
we're open Wednesday through Saturday, and then Wednesday through Friday we're open 4 to 9, and Saturday we're open noon to 9. So we do a lunch on Saturday.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you eat the pizza? Do you ever make something
I get
yourself?
high on my own supply only. Exclusively high on my own supply.
That's what's
crazy.
up. So when you make your pizza compared to like for the customers, like what do you do different for your own personal pizza?
For me,
Yeah.
honestly, it's the same. That's the thing. It's like for me, we have a pizza called the El Pepe, which is our like plain New York style pepperoni. And that's my favorite kind of pizza. It's just a New York style pepperoni pizza. And for me, it's like if I couldn't make that exactly the way I want it, then like I was failing. So that pizza is exactly the way I like it. So if I'm getting a pizza, I'm bringing that home for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Zach, when next time you gonna get some pizza? You gonna get some mics?
I was thinking about getting pizza after this.
Now we've been talking about it, yeah.
Pizza and wings
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
That's right.
To the moon. You never go wrong with pizza and wings. Like, do you eat the
dude.
wings?
We don't do wings only because we
Which
don't
one?
have a fryer.
I mean, personally, like,
I like
when
wings.
you
Yeah.
wings
Oh,
with
yeah.
your pizza.
Oh yeah. I mean, buffalo wings in New York is another thing. It's like it's everywhere and it's delicious and everybody has their favorite spot. You know.
Yeah, what you eating with your pizza? Like, just the pizza, or
Really, just pizza for me. We actually that's another thing. We do like a house Caesar salad that is like it's like Japanese mayo based Caesar dressing with this pangrattato. It's called. It's like Italian breadcrumb instead of croutons. It's delicious. So I might have that on the side, but like seriously, it's funny when it comes to the pizza game in town. Like I exclusively pretty much get high on my own supply these days.
I like that. Get high on his own supply. I like that. Well, y'all know what it is, man. Peace, positive point where we all say a quote that means something to us. Michael is that. You got a quote for us, man?
I'm gonna keep mine simple and to the point.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Friends come and go, but pizza is forever.
Yes.
What's that mean to you besides the obvious?
We kind of brought it up earlier. Pizza is just kind of like the natural. Everyone can sit around and have it and talk shop over a slice of pizza. So it's like, the pizza is just it brings everybody together.
Pizza, man. World peace and pizza. Pizza.
Right. If I meet someone that doesn't like pizza, like at all, it's like
don't
I'm
trust-
pretty sus about
They're
that.
not a real human.
No, that's crazy. That's like not liking music.
Yeah, I
like,
feel
what's
like
wrong
everybody
with you?
likes pizza, but some people don't like sauce on their pizza.
Sure.
Everybody has a preference, but pizza as a whole.
Yeah, like you got
I
like.
remember
It's like get outta here.
when I worked in the pizza industry, some of the orders you get, you're just like, really?
What's the wildest pizza order you guys at?
Oh, the wildest one I got, I remember because I was like 16 or 17. I was working over at Papa Bear's, before I moved and all that out of Belden. And it was like an 18 topping pizza. It had everything you could possibly get, and we made it, and it was a bitch.
It's a monstrosity.
But we did it.
That's crazy.
It was
too much.
crazy.
Man, 18 toppings?
18 toppings. Black
How do you
olives,
even-
green olives, green peppers, fucking
That's outrageous.
ground beef, sausage, bacon, ham,
All the
anchovies,
toppings in the
everything.
place.
Tomatoes, every if you can think of it, they put it on that damn pizza.
What's your limit on toppings, Mike?
We actually do a 4-topping limit
For a topping limit?
just for that reason.
Yeah,
Good
not
news, man.
18.
That's all
No,
you need.
it's crazy.
That's what's up.
In New York back in the day, there used to be like a pizza that you could get at places called a garbage pie. There was just everything. It was everything you want, like everything from every ingredient they had on top. They kind of stopped doing that, but it was kind of funny. I remember that. That's what that made me think.
The garbage pie.
Garbage pie, bro.
Man.
That's what it felt like. It felt like
It's
But all
like,
those-
this is a person that can't make decisions. Like,
Yeah.
make
Shit.
up your mind. This is too much stuff.
All them toppings, your stomach gonna feel like a garbage, man. 18?
I don't even
That's
know how
too
you.
much.
The thing, the
Yeah.
pizza was a good
Yeah, bet.
2.5, 3 inches.
It's like a
thick.
lasagna.
And they still put ranch on it, I
I'm
bet.
sure.
My thing is the getting it up and over without everything spilling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's.
Well, that's exactly why we limit our toppings. It's
Right, 'cause you wanna look
we
classy with it,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
try to minimize as much flop as we can. When you fold it, it stays like together, but like too much stuff on it, it's just gonna fall apart.
Now, I never seen that before until I went to New York. People were folding the slice.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
You gotta
know that
fold.
was a
I've been a
thing.
folder.
You gotta fold.
You been a folder?
I've been a folder.
Yeah.
If I can fold the pizza, I'm gonna fold the pizza.
I never fold
Got it.
mine.
Get things a little cleaner, especially when you got all this. Like
That's true.
You gotta think.
Well, you
about
fold
it.
a pizza in New York is like typically you're getting a slice and you're on the go. So it's exactly that. You fold it that way you're not getting stuff on yourself. Maybe you put a little napkin on the edge so that if the grease comes down, it hits that. You're not getting it on your white shoes. You're going, you're eating quick, you're getting to work. You know.
I like that.
Yeah.
We gotta do an episode where you give us pizza etiquette. Of
course.
Pizza 101.
Absolutely.
I thought this whole
I'd say
episode.
my customers get it even if they don't want it.
Let's go, man. That's what's up. So, Mike, what you got for us, man? What's your positive point?
All right. So my quote is from my one of my pizza inspirations, Scar Pimentel, the owner of Scar's Pizza in New York. And it says, if you're really from New York, you're not calling nobody to put you on. Bold is betting on yourself and letting the work speak. And that quote, like, I think about that every day when I'm making dough or I'm making pizza. It's like, you know, it's just you out there putting out there what you want and you're hoping people connect with it. And I'm super excited every time someone says they do. When they come in, they're like, this is my favorite pizza, or, you know, it's our first time, it's phenomenal. Anything like that, it just makes my day. So I know no one's going to be championing what we do more than me. So, you know, putting myself kind of forward facing in the business and being out there and trying to, you know, educate a little bit when it comes to the pizza space, but also try to welcome as many people in as we can to sort of, you know, make this party something special in downtown Canton.
Okay. I like that. My positive point, I like it because of the person that said it. It said, any food is good if it's made with love, especially pizza. And Albert Einstein said that.
Oh, dope. That's awesome.
So, I think about this episode, how you talk about pizza the whole time. I just been paying attention to how much you really love it.
Yeah.
You know, some people get into the food industry and their first motive is making money.
Yeah.
But the fact that you took the time to research pizza, what makes it good, what makes it not, it shows that you really love pizza. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you make it for your own and the way you promote it and how exclusive it is, like, that takes love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, oh, I'm just trying to get some money, and because you obviously want to in business.
Yeah.
But I like that quote because it's like, pizza is made with love, especially if you want it to hit.
Yeah.
Like when you hear New Yorkers talk about their favorite slices from different places, they love those places.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, if you make something, you make it with love. And I sense that with Mike's Pizza.
100%. I mean, like, you know, starting any business is hard. You know, there's a lot of things you got to go through, especially for me being new. There's a lot of learning. You know, it's like I'm a one-man HR team. I'm, you know, doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm hiring people, all that. But I've said this to my chef, Chip, who's my right-hand man at the shop. I've said this so many times. It's like, I'll be sitting in there on a busy Friday night on the line making a pizza, right? And I'll look over and I'm like, I'm still waiting to hate doing this. But every time I make a pizza, I love it. Every time. Like, I'd rather be doing that than most anything else. Like, there's either other jobs at the shop that, you know, I do, which are fine, but like when I'm on the line and I'm making a pizza, like, I'm in my zone. Like, I love it. And then if I make that thing, it goes out and someone comes up and says, hey man, that was excellent. Like, I feel that. And that's what it's all about for me, for real. Like, making money is great, and I hope we make money. Like, I tell people I'm starting a get rich slow scheme. But like, when people come up and they, you know, give you props for what you're doing and they see what you're doing, and they see you, the owner, back there putting in the work, trying to make it good for people, trying to make the vibe comfortable and the food good. Yeah. Like, that really means something to me.
And I think, like, as a consumer, you can taste the love, quote unquote, in the food.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, certainly you can go to a ton of places where you don't feel that at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, so again, it's like, there's no difference per se from a mom and pop to a chain, but I always like to think of most things as like an us versus them. And so, like, we're a small community-based business where we know our customers, where you see the same faces all the time. But, you know, you go to like a chain pizzeria, either here, you go somewhere else out of state, it's going to be the same stuff. You know, it's always going to be the same, and it's a lot less personal. So I like the fact that, you know, we can be very personal with our customers and kind of bring them into the family.
So remember, Albert Einstein ate pizza too. All right,
smart man.
I didn't get to ask you this, but when you're making pizza, what's on the playlist? What you listening to? I'm a music guy. You know, I gotta ask you that.
Okay, my music taste is all over the place, but I am an elder millennial, so I'm going pretty heavy on like rock and emo. That's
Okay.
kind of like one side of me. But then we go pretty heavy on the old school hip hop for sure. Like we do a lot of boom bap hip hop. We do a lot of, like, for me, we were talking about New York hip hop before. Like for me, Nas is the one.
Come on, man.
The one. So we play a lot of Nas.
You gotta make an Illmatic piece in there.
Oh, dude! Like Illmatic is like,
Come on, man.
If I don't know what to play, we're playing the entirety of Illmatic.
Come on, man.
But Gangstar. Like
Yes.
we do a lot of old school hip hop.
Gangstar. See,
It's funny because we get
I
a mix.
should have been got Mike. You my dog, man. You said that's one of my favorite groups. I love Gangstar.
Oh, dude, the best. But we get a lot of mix, right? Because you get families that come in, and then like, all right. So the other thing we do is we have a big TV in our dining room, and we consistently play skateboard videos. So like, I used to be a skater. I like the vibe of it. So we play skate videos on YouTube. We listen to hip hop, and one of our first 5-star reviews was, pizza was incredible, place is great, and then it just said, but it's like, my only criticism is they only listen to hip hop and watch skateboard videos. And I gotta tell you, we thought that was the best review we ever heard.
Like, duh.
I'm like, that is right. You're right. You're not wrong. It's like,
Come on,
you want a little bit of that? Come see us.
And that feels like New York. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you go to other shops in New York, they doing the same thing.
100%. It's like we listen to music that we like. It keeps us up. It keeps us motivated.
Yes.
It keeps us going. And then like, not to pat ourselves on the back or nothing, but
Say
so
what you
many
mean,
Friday
man.
nights, people come up and like, yo, this playlist is fire. Like, who's running the iPod right now? Like, we are. It's like, this is all our playlists from like our curated music. I get everybody's feedback. Sometimes like with the people that we work with, we'll play like early 2000s pop. So we'll do like Spice Girls, stuff like that. Like, it gets all weaved in, but like, it works. Somebody's going to get something that they connect to, which is dope. Again, it's like you go to a chain or something. It's like, you're probably not going to be hearing some person's musical taste. You're probably going to hear like
Elevator
something.
music.
Yeah. So
You
it's
gotta
like,
play
it's
that
cool. You
Daily
get to come in.
Operation Gangstar when you're making that pizza.
Hell yeah, man.
Gotta play that. So any last shout outs before we get out of here? Zach, you got any shout outs?
Oh, shout out everybody. Shout out the Hub. Shout out the Pod. Back at it. Was gone for a while, but I'm back.
All right. What about you, Mike? Any
I want to shout out to the Mike's Pizza crew, best pizza crew in the game for sure. You guys rule.
Shout out to Mike's Pizza. Shout out to Say What You Mean, man. Shout out to Michael and Zach. Shout out to Chase, man.
Yeah,
My
man.
man Chase holding it down. Shout out to Ryan as well. Shout out to my man Joey H. Again, he has the number 2 best-selling hip-hop vinyl on Bandcamp, but I'm number 4.
Heck yeah, man.
So I want to shout that out. Episode 190. One more episode before we close out the year. We actually got 2 more episodes, so we're going to have a special guest in a couple of weeks. Then we're going to have our recap episode, but please follow us, youtube.com/Jéan P the MC, SWYM Podcast on Instagram. Support Mike's Pizza. Get you a slice when you can. Again, break that down, how they can get that.
Yeah, man. Follow us on Mike's Pizza Canton on all your favorite socials, and then come see us Wednesday through Friday right here in downtown Canton.
All right, man. Jéan P the MC, episode 190. Say What You Mean. Mike's Pizza. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. From the northwest to the northeast, say my name once and they know it's me. Southeast to the southwest, no arguments. Yeah, I got next, Jéan P. 1, 2.